with all of who's thinking about money, and I consider Bush, who gave the orders to tell the money-hungry soldiers to go fire, and these two, you know, go fire to get what the goal or whatever, because we are hungry for whatever is here. These two soldiers risk their lives blowing up that, you know how at the end of the day, you know, when we die, they have to put your helmet on the grave with your boots. From up top, it looked like the helmet right here. These two graves are the soldiers right here. This is what I look like. This is what I looked at the art. These right here is the soldiers that, you know, were innocent and got killed, and they still roaming the earth that we just tampered with. And the news right here, the devil told a whole different story of what went on, starting from this way instead of this way. That's my story.
Of your work, I'd like to view some of your work. They do speak to us, but our perceptions of what we see can be a multitude of what it is that you are trying to say. I would like to know, when you do this, do you do it for everyone, the masses, or do you do it just for a particular group of people?
Oh, so do I choose what type of audience I'm trying to attain?
Yes.
Okay. My thing is that anybody that looks at my work, I want them to not only understand it, but my motive is that I want to not only tell my story effectively, I want to make sure you get what I see as the truth. And you can question it. Okay, I'm not gonna be around like, wow, I can't believe they didn't agree with my cartoon. Right. Nah, because you see, the thing is, when you put out something, it's gotta stand up for itself.
Yes.
Okay, if it can't stand up for itself, it doesn't need me, because after I'm long and gone, when my stuff even, you know, becomes even more polished and more published towards the world, when I'm gone, this is all that people gotta see. You know, so it has to be able to stand on its own.
Does your themes always reflect social issues?
Most of the time. Most of the time, because I not only read the newspaper, I just watch people, and I watch myself too. Like a lot of the stuff, I have to really look inside myself and then kind of compare it to, you know, what's going on in the world. Because at the end of the day, we're all humans. I'm drawing cartoons, I'm telling a story, but I'm a human being myself. So I'm not gonna go around being like, this guy, well, this is right and this is wrong. No, I'm gonna put him like, okay, this is what it is and this is what it represents. What do you make of it? And that's all I can do.
You know what's so funny? Because after all that's said and done, I look at that gun and it's pointing down to that demon's foot, I don't know. But what's funny is it seems like, oh, you think you want to do all of this and you think you're going to accomplish a goal, but guess what? You'll be shooting yourself in the foot.
Exactly.
And that looks like God's hand is on that gun that will be shooting him in the foot, you know? So everyone has a different perception of, like he said, depending on where we're from in our environments, we're going to perceive that to be whatever we come from.
I would like to know, what is your ultimate goal? What do you want to give us today when you leave here to inspire us to become very professional in media and in communications, and what to look for and what not to look for?
Okay.
Do your cartoon.
Well, I'm going to steal a line from a pro wrestler named The Rock. What he said was to know your role. And the thing is to really know your role. Know why you are not only in the school, but what makes you an entertainer, what makes you a communicator, what makes you you, and what is your message. Now, as far as my ultimate goal, I'm being the goal right now. Because I realize the goal is not out here. It starts up here from what the creator put down here. You get what I'm saying? And then it comes out on here. See, that's how I know it works. It doesn't just work by me, you know, just going around looking. The only reason why I have eyes to see is because the creator gave me eyes. The creator gave me this talent and whatnot. But you know what? This is the real slick thing too, going back to this real quick. You see, sometimes the media is a double standard. Sometimes the media tries to sell you so many things that you forget the source of how those things are made. The natural resources that it takes to make anything came from the creator, the ultimate creator. So all I can say is this: if you don't leave with anything today, realize that the creator gave you everything you'll ever need. Your brain, your imagination. If you could visualize, you can realize. All right? If you could rationalize, you won't be fooled by this guy's eyes, the one eye or whatever. You know. So be real with yourself. Know what you got and make the most of it, because trust me, the people you can't see, they'll make the most of it.
One more. I've had a book for a few years, which is a collection of cartoons from this guy that does a comic, Cobbs and somebody.
Calvin and Cobbs?
Right. And what happened is, this is my favorite cartoon book. What I would like to say, do you think about putting all of your, not all of your work, but like you just made all this work here, this artwork, it can be turned into pages and pages of something for the people of what you have to say. Have you thought about doing something like that?
And you have an ability to say it, that's for sure.
Sure.
That's powerful. To be able to speak and draw, like there's no way you can't communicate. Like you are so gifted.
When did you, I mean, like, what stage in your life did you have that epiphany that you wanted to tap into that, your artistic expression, and do you? I mean, just really do you. Because, you know, I mean, a lot of us struggle with inside, you know, within ourselves to stand alone. But a lot of people don't have the strength. So I addressed you as Mr. Kenly, because I see a man standing before me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know how to really express it, but I see a man standing before me that actually is holding his own. And with the powers that be, you are blessed. That's a blessing. That's a gift that you have. That's not a talent.
I know I came in late and I want to apologize, but what I see from the cartoon is like everyone's in the hole. It's a wall. Everyone's trapped inside. And the real goal is to get over the wall to get the real cheese. Because if you're following the devil and the guy that's sitting up on the throne, you're just puppets and you're just like nothing. You ain't succeeding. You ain't really getting over the wall. If you get over the wall, that's the true inspiration and forth and so forth.
Double standard. Yeah, I hear you.
I think this is like 2012 hieroglyphics. Like 50, 70 years, 100 years from now, to see this, anthropologists would actually try and figure this out. And you'll be like Imhotep in another 100 to 150 years. I'm serious, because this is something that demands critical thinking.
It should be the life of many people, but it's up to them. I'd rather live a whole life than to try to live in a hole of a mouse.